Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 36, Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number 1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Looking to throw. Harper. And he will find his man on the outside. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he gets it down to the 32. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Harper. That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harper. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. To throw on second down. Harper. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harper. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, but weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Divine Diablo.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And some space here.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First down, Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Zimmerman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Prescott on first down. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On second down now, it's Zimmerman.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Prescott. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. Harper. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Harper.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Harper. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
From the 27, Prescott. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he gets it down to the 32. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score. You throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, Zimmerman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mahomes now on first down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
15.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off-play action. Harper. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away.